my doubts about the council.
Mm-hmm.
But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
You're surprised?
They spent years denying the threat. You think they'd be...
Yeah, no, I'd be pretty pissed.
I was kind of hoping that maybe they were planning in secret and
But,
telling you about it because, you know, Cerberus.
And that's a reasonable assumption.
If you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them, you know, for old time's sake.
It's great. What was I saying? Right. Like, it is understandable that they would be concerned for their own species, but at the same time, it's like, no, you're the council of unite. Like, we're supposed to be working together. Like, this is how governments are supposed to work. We're supposed to work together to solve problems, especially problems that affect the entire galaxy. No? Yes? No? Then why do you exist? Huh? Make me angry. I realize, but before I check those, we get a war terminal here too. I think that's expanded galaxy mod, so that you have a war terminal here. Because I think in the original, this is nothing. I think I could be wrong. It's been a long time since I played vanilla Mass Effect. All right, Normandy manifest. This is expanded galaxy right here. When you go to the Normandy manifest, you get all this kind of stuff, right? Kodiak, secondary vehicle. None of this is available to you. We also get this. This is mostly for. This doesn't really affect much, but like, oh, I can pick executive officer, marine officer, chief engineer, chief medical officer. I can, I can pick people to be in charge of shit. It doesn't really do much as far as I'm aware in terms of actual gameplay, but it's good. It's nice for, like, you know, role play, you know? I can see my squad right now. I just have James and Liara because Ashley ate a ton of shit when she got her face bashed in on the side of a spaceship. It's pretty cool. All right. And then I also have access to the Spectre terminal from my ship. That's also expanded galaxy. So it's pretty cool. Let's go to the email. Oh boy. Got a lot of email to read. And you know, I'm going to read it all. From James Aga. Hey, Commander, ever try out the AT-12 Raider? It's a shotgun, hell of a kick, can punch a hole through almost anything. Some contacts I made on Omega a few months back are shipping a crate out to the Normandy. My treat, James. Liara to Sony, a new sniper rifle. Shepard, a few weeks ago, I found an interesting schematic for a fully automatic sniper rifle called the Indra. The set I commissioned has been delivered to the Normandy. Outside Salt Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations the first available opportunity. And absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. That was a lot of emails. Glad I got them all read. All right, let's go to the shuttle bay. Why? Because we have an armor locker, and the armor locker in the shuttle bay works, while the armor locker in our fucking cabin doesn't work. Wait, hold on, something's missing. Let me check something. I read the email. Let's go back. Hold on a second. We're gonna go back to. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Normandy manifest. Equipment manifest. Guard dog Urz. Select. Guard dog Urz. Nice. No. Guard dog. Yes. Nice. So, that is for Urz On The Normandy, which is compatible with EGM. However, Urz On The Normandy is no longer available. The mod author kind of crashed out, and, oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, wow. Oh yeah, this is, I don't know if this is from a mod or if it's from, but yeah, I'm gonna retrieve all this shit. This is a bunch of free weapons. Okay, yeah, no, I gotta, one at a time. Anyways, a mod author for Urz On The Normandy and a bunch of other mods that a lot of people liked kind of had a crash out. deleted all of their mods and deleted all of their accounts, and now their mods are no longer available, and it's really fucking shitty that happened. I forget why. I think it was for stupid reasons, if I'm remembering correctly. But hey, you know, it was their prerogative to do that, and they decided to do that. So it is what it is. All right. So I got all of the weapons. Here's Urz, which I fucking love. What's up, buddy? Urz On The Normandy is not available for Legendary Edition. I am thinking of making that myself because I don't know. I mean, look, it's not great. You know, animation doesn't match the walk speed. I think she just did a model swap because this is going to be the robot dog. You remember the robot dog enemies from Mass Effect 2? Well, you got one of those. Nobody asked for that shit. Everybody wanted Urz. Nobody knows why. They didn't get Urz. And so someone modded it in because they were cool like that. And then she had her crash out. And now everybody's sad because we don't get her mods anymore. Let's go to the armor locker real quick. So yeah, the armor locker on in my cabin doesn't work anymore. Okay, yeah, okay. This is not the one I got. I got the N7 one, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't know. When you install as many mods as I do that don't necessarily want to cooperate with each other, you get glitches like that. I don't know which mod is causing I don't know which mod is causing issues in regards to the thing not working. Marine Officer, N7 Defender, N7 Glass Heavy. I'll take the N7. I think they're the same armor. I'll take the N7 one for now. Shoulders, none. Arms, none. So that it works. Oh yeah, so like if I take away the chest here, the only way that it looks good is if I do this. Turn Commander Shepard into a torso. Because of just how the models are broken up and things like that, and what looked good. And so now I have access to these ones, which makes sense, you know? I never understood why you didn't get these. Helmets. I have the N7 Clear Breather. I don't think that's in the original game. Yeah. That's cool. All right, that's cool. Sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Thank you very much. Yeah, this is for now. I mean, I'm going to be replacing this with different armor eventually because I don't like these armors. I prefer a different armor. Do I get to change the tint? Oh, it only changes the tint. Okay, so I'm not gonna get N7 Defender. I'm gonna get the N Class Heavy because on this one, I can change it. Nice. Pattern color. Red tint. I want blue. Tint 2. White. Lights. Cyan. There we go. We'll keep this for now. Because, you know, it's garish and it's blue and that's exactly what I wanted. What's it called? The mod, one of the so the levels in Mass Effect 3 are memory locked, and that's why the armor locker in the cabin isn't working because of the multiple different mods that adds armor and casual outfits to the game. It overtaxes the memory in the cabin level because it's a much smaller level, so they only allows it to access a certain amount of memory, whereas since this is a larger level, this can access more memory. At least that's what I think is going on. I don't know that for sure because I don't know why the armor locker down here works and the armor locker up in my cabin doesn't. This is the only explanation I can think of. And again, that's a mod. It's not, that doesn't happen in the original game.
Lieutenant Steve Cortez.
Hey!
Got news about our supply chains, Commander.
Nice to meet you, Lieutenant. What's going on?
Sorry to just jump in, Commander. There's so much to be done, I get caught up in the tasks at hand.
Understandable.
Always like that. You need to chill out, Esteban.
So you do care, Mr. Vega. Or is that the Cerveza talking again?
So what's happening with our supply chains, Lieutenant?
It's good to have the crew be friendly with each other.
Citadel's economy is still running. I can network to Citadel retailers. You can view inventory and make purchases right from this console.
Just like in the first game.
To a new store, I'll let you know.
It does cost more to coordinate delivery to the Normandy, so it's cheaper to buy supplies when you're there.
Excellent.
Shuttle pilot, but you're setting up procurement chains?
I wasn't assigned as Normandy's pilot. Not much need for one on a dry dock ship.
Yeah.
I was overseeing the retrofit of the cargo hold. I'm quite familiar with the operation and maintenance of the UT-47 Kodiak and the M44 Hammerhead.
Damn.
In my experience, it made sense for me to take over as shuttle pilot when we left Earth. Especially given Mr. Vega's love of mid-air collisions.
To save the day, pendejo.
I'm also responsible for logistics, making sure the armory and shuttle are properly stocked and maintained.
Armory.
Do you maintain this armory?
I share that duty with our illustrious Mr. Vega. Though I believe the only weapon he really cares to maintain is himself.
You know you love the show, Esteban.
No, it's great. Camaraderie between co-workers is always nice, and typically in the military, building these kinds of relationships are important, at least from what I understand from other people in the military. I was never in the military, so I don't know for sure. I can only repeat what has been said to me. Service record.
How long have you been with the Alliance?
About 10 years. I enlisted in First Fleet serving on the SSV Hawking.
Nice.
F-61 Tridents mostly.
Nice.
Love the Trident. It practically dances in low atmo. I spent as much time tinkering on my bird as flying her. Got a bit of a reputation.
Nice.
Oh, you can fly.
Just like me. That's what I do with my bird. Or my cars. Anytime I've had a car, I've always messed with it.
But my skill set made me more valuable commanding a flight deck. They assigned me to
Same with computers. I'm constantly tinkering with my computers as well.
all cargo bay modifications.
Nice. All right, give me a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. Forgot to take my new allergy medicine last night. And so I had to take my old allergy medicine, which I can take during the day, and it doesn't work as well.
To afford mobility with such a small ESO core, its design sacrificed armor plating. The lab engineers are trying to improve that. After the Reaper invasion, those labs are probably just a pile of rubble.
Damn. Oh well. Tell me about the shuttle.
The Kodiak seems a bit different.
Yeah.
Good eyes, Commander. This is the UT-47A Kodiak. It's got an upgraded ESO core and prototype stealth technology based on the Normandy design.
Nice.
Drops, I can get you in and out virtually undetected. She flies like a brick, so that's why you need a good pilot.
Gotcha. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
You were stationed on Earth. Do you have family there?
I'm an only child. Lost my parents years ago. I had a husband back when I was stationed at Ferris Fields.
Oh, damn.
The collectors took out the whole...
You know how I mentioned that I think Mass Effect 3 in particular does a pretty good job of gay representation, despite the fact that it's kind of last minute? Here's the gay guy, Steve Cortez, and I think he's great. He's still a character. Does not only exist to be romanceable, he has an arc. Same with Trainer. She has an arc. She's not just there just to be gay. He's not just here just to be gay. They're not just here to be a romanceable option for gay players. They are actually a character. You know? That matters to me. That matters a lot. Call me some fucking woke asshole or whatever. Representation matters to me.
Yes, Commander.
But I want it to be done well. You know? Representation for the sake of representation is not the problem. The problem is shitty character writing. You know? And what sucks is that you'll often find writers in media will not care about their gay characters. They're just there. It's like, oh, they gay. Put a gay person there. We didn't write a gay person. Well, just put one there. Well, we don't have an arc or anything. I don't care. Make them gay. That happens a lot. And it's not a systemic of like, oh, the fucking woke people. Oh, they just want to be blah, blah. No. If you're complaining about like woke shit, you're complaining about the wrong thing. Yes, there is bad character writing for the sake of like being woke, quote unquote. But That's not the problem. It wouldn't matter if the characters are actually written as characters. My problem is that in the attempt for representation, we end up with just non-characters a lot.
Turian Primarch.
You know, and that's true with like writing gay characters or writing women in video games in particular, because that's less of a problem with movies and books. But like it's, I don't know. It's frustrating because I get upset about the bad character writing, but at the same time, I don't want to be lumped into with these people who are just, you know, sad, lonely, miserable little pieces of shit that don't like other people's happiness. Because that's not me. I'm a big... I'm I am the most gay. Oy.
I don't, actually. I didn't have access to personnel records when we met.
Yeah, because I was a criminal.
Forgot about that.
I was incarcerated, James. Those are some good pull-ups.
Think you can dance and talk at the same time?
Oh, of course. Of course. I do this in real life. I like sparring. I like sparring a lot. I wish I had more friends who did combat sports so that I could fight more.
Don't push your luck, Vega.
But no.
With age
I don't have any, actually, at the moment, because I don't belong to any gyms at the moment. I want to change that. I want to make a lot of changes this year. Or this coming year, I should say.
Oh, yeah?
And that includes punching more people. And hopefully, kicking them in the head.
He was a hard-ass son of a bitch.
Yep.
But a good leader.
Pow! Dropped your guard, bitch!
Nice.
That wouldn't have caused a nosebleed.
What do you mean, was?
You shouldn't be... If you're sparring, you shouldn't be causing your sparring partner to bleed. Remember, sparring is a learning tool to help you get better. It is not actually fighting. It can turn into actual fighting when you get a little overzealous and forget that you're here to learn, you're not here to fight.
Sorry.
Whew.
That's a tough call.
I'm too good at this.
The best part was, we didn't really need the intel in the end.
Yep.
Because you were out saving the galaxy by taking down the entire Collector homeworld.
Yep. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at those frames. Look at those blocks.
Can't blame yourself, Vega.
Who says I'm blaming myself?
Pow!
I do.
I love punctuating my points with punches to the face.
Nope. But that stunt back on Mars was reckless.
I don't know. You need to have some decent psychoanalytical skills to be a good leader in any context, I think. Because understanding what's going on with the people you're in charge of,
Do whatever the fuck it takes to end this goddamn...
helps a lot.
Maybe you are. But if you're...
Fucking through you son of a bitch.
We need you alive.
God, look at how good he looks. Commander Shepard looks. That's why I wore this one. The tight shirt. I'm just living...
Thanks for the dance, Loco.
Loco, huh?
I can think of worse things to call you.
in if you're playing as
Oh, I won't forget.
if you're playing as FemShep, he calls her Lola because he's flirting with her, and he flirts with FemShep throughout the game. But no, you can't romance this big, beautiful man, unfortunately, and that upset many FemShep players. If the Reddit has anything to indicates anything, it upset many FemShep players that you couldn't romance Mr. James Vega. But you can romance Freddie Prinze Jr. in Dragon Age Inquisition because he plays Iron Bull, which is kind of insane. His voice acting abilities are very impressive, actually. You know. All right, so I got my favorite weapons a lot sooner than I thought I would. But I still want to show off the other weapons that I don't like first before I do the two nuts. So I'm switching to the Indra to get that out of the way. I fucking hate the Harrier. Oh, I'll do the Striker assault rifle. It's funny that they call it an assault rifle. We'll get into that later. The Eagle. Predator, we did the Predator. Oh, they fucked my Phalanx. The Phalanx was the best pistol in Mass Effect 2, and it fucking sucks in Mass Effect 3. Oh my god. Oh, it made me so mad. Like, look, the Carnifex is so much more powerful. The Phalanx was supposed to be the fucking heavy hitter, but they made the Carnifex more powerful in this one. Even though it was a Phalanx. I'm not gonna get into it. Not gonna get into it. I'm just gonna continue to be upset. Eviscerator is one of my favorite shotguns. Just in terms of the way that it looks. I was using the Raider earlier. I showed that one already. That's the Geth Plasma Shotgun. I'll show that later. Scimitar is so similar to all the other ones. Let's do the Piranha. Let's do the Piranha. Back. I already showed the Hurricane. I already showed the Shuriken. Let's do the Locust. Yeah. Oh, did I? Oh, yeah, there's that one. Well, we're doing the Indra first. This is my favorite assault rifle still, even in this game, the Mattock 5. It's so good. So good. It feels so good. Even though they nerfed it in this one. But that's okay. That's okay.